And we're going to take a look at introductions and improving the introduction that you wrote for your draft. Let's begin by looking at our learning objective. Our learning objective is, after reading and discussing a model of student writing, students will develop their drafts by improving their introductions. Let's go through the tabs and talk about your tasks for this lesson. So if you haven't already, go back to tab 1 and watch the concept definition video and read the introduction that's beneath the video. After that, move on to tab 2 and complete the quick vocabulary drag and drop activity to make sure that you're familiar with the terms that are being used in this skill. After that, let's read through the student model page. The top half contains a checklist and some specific instructions for creating an effective introduction. There also has a few strategies that you can use if you wish to try to develop a good hook for your introduction, one of which is talking with a partner to try to generate some ideas, another of which is free writing on your own for 10 minutes to try to generate some ideas. These are all useful for trying to create an effective hook. But let's take a look at the student model at the lower half of the page. We've been following Caroline's essay as she has been developing it and revising it. So let's take a look at how she revises her introduction and the choices that she makes. Let's begin by looking at the introduction that she had in her draft. So let's read it together. Words are powerful things. They can change the world. They can change people's minds. Words can hurt just as much as sticks or stones, as the old saying goes. The authors of She Unnames Them, Letter from Birmingham Jail, and Speech to the Second Virginia Convention all want to change the world, so they use their words. There's nothing necessarily wrong with this introduction, but I do agree that it can be improved. So, after discussing her introduction with her partner, Caroline decided that she needed to add a more interesting hook. And she decided to do this by moving her sticks and stones quote up to the front to the beginning of the paragraph rather than having it buried a couple of sentences deep. Next, she also adds some more sentences after her opening hook that lead into her thesis and explain how and why words are powerful and even dangerous. And then last, she revised her thesis statement to make it a little stronger and a little clearer. So let's take a look at the result. Here is her revised introduction paragraph. There is an old saying that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But it isn't true. Words can be much more dangerous than sticks or stones. Words may not kill a person instantly like a weapon, but like a tool, they can shape the world. Words are powerful. They can change history by calling people to action. They can also change people's minds. The authors of She Unnames Them, Letter from Birmingham Jail, and Speech to the Second Virginia Convention all want to change the world, and they use words to bring about that change. I think this is a much improved introductory paragraph. I agree with Caroline that the decision to move the sticks and stones quote to the front made for a much better opening hook for her introduction. I also really like the additional sentences that she added between her opening sentence and her thesis statement. I think she added some really strong ideas here, and also some words that bring a little bit of drama, such as dangerous and may not kill a person, and words are powerful. Like, I really think that she is creating a compelling and very interesting introduction here. And I also agree that she clarified her thesis statement by adding a little bit to the end. All want to change the world, and they use words to bring about that change. It just makes it a little bit clearer to read and understand exactly what it is that she's saying. So I think that she did a great job of revising this. Let's go ahead and when you're finished with this, we'll continue forward with our tabs. Move to tab 4 and just do the couple of multiple choice questions here and check your own results for understanding. After that, let's go to the right tab, and this is where you're going to work on your own introduction paragraph. you can copy and paste the introduction paragraph that you wrote in your draft into this window, and you can find that in your binder. Once you've copied and pasted into this window, we'll begin working with it. Now, you do have an organizer tool here that you can use if it's helpful to you. This kind of separates the ideas, so you can write your thoughts about what kind of hook that you might want to use for this, and then your thoughts about how you want to build up to your thesis statement, adding some extra sentences that make it more interesting and compelling. And then finally, if you want to look at revising your thesis statement, you can work with that in here. This isn't necessary to complete this assignment, but it is something that some people find helpful, so I'll let you decide. But after that, revise your introduction in this window, and when you get it to the point where you feel that you've got a strong introduction, then go ahead and click the Submit Assignment. Now, you are going to be asked to peer review a couple of other introductions from other students, and it's going to automatically assign that to you in this skill assignment. When you reopen this assignment after you've submitted it, then you're going to see somebody else's introduction, and you won't have a name for that student, but you're going to be able to see the writing, and you can give some feedback as to how well you think that they did, and you can even offer what kind of scoring that you would give that introduction. And then somebody else is going to be doing that for yours as well. And getting that kind of peer feedback is really helpful for being able to develop your essay and develop your introduction. So I hope that you will participate by not only peer reviewing a couple, but that you will also pay attention to the reviews that you get. This assignment is not going to go in the gradebook, but it is an essential step for being able to work towards creating your final draft of your essay. If you feel lost or stuck, or you have no idea where to start on this, or no idea what kind of a hook that you might want to use, feel free to talk to me and I'll try to help you through this. Good luck.